Hello, thanks for joining us. Today we're going to replace this CC pollen filter. This car also has a bad resistor bank. But notice how this is a pleated filter. There's a directional arrow on it, shows which direction the air is supposed to go. And it's impregnated with activated charcoal to take stinks out of the air. This is the resistor bank that allows the dash fan to run at different speeds. On this car, there's supposed to be a sheet of foam for sound deadening purposes under the dash, but some lazy mechanic has left it off. So it's going to make the job a little bit easier.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Some of these can be pretty fiddly, and it has been a few birthdays since I've done one. So taking the electrics loose, there's a tab on both sides of that black connector. I'm curious to see what kind of shape this pollen filter is going to be in. So if you're going to do a pollen filter, there's going to be some stuff dropped on the floor. So if you are a thorough mechanic, you're going to want to vacuum the floor out after you're finished with the job. If you look at this, you can see that the filter was originally supposed to be white with a black interior where the charcoal is captured, but this one is completely inundated with junk. So I'm going to lay it down over here in comparison to the other one. Literally night and day. Oh, get away from it. So the used one is about twice the weight. So I'm looking at this. And if you really take a close look at how it goes in, you can see there's little tabs on there that are wedge shaped. So whenever you put them in, they'll slide and lock in. And that little visible white tab right there is what you have to pull and then slide back. Some of these things can be really stubborn. There's kind of a trick to this. You've got to get it just right up inside. There's a little wall that will block it if you don't get it in there just right. So that's that. Put it through the hole and then slide it toward the tab, and it's locked. I'm going to wipe out any large things that can be up in that evaporator case before I put the new filter in. That's got a lot of pollen on it. Quickly wipe off any loose pollen, and we're ready to put the new filter in. Now these can be very flimsy depending on what brand you get, and I've done quite a few of them over my years. You're supposed to do these with every major tune-up on these cars. See how the little slots are staggered? You can only go in one way with it. I'm making this look a little bit easy, but don't be afraid to pull it back out and start over again. If it's troublesome going in, you don't want to stress it. The tabs only go in one way. The tabs go in through the filter into the evaporator case. So once you get them all engaged, then you can just take both of your hands, if you can get both hands underneath there, and slide it home. And it's home. So give everything a nice little tug. At this point, you'd put your other pieces back in, and that's the little thumb piece. So I'd like to keep my customers' cars tidy. I don't have a reputation as a lazy mechanic. I always put all the screws and brackets in, even if I don't see a purpose for them. And I don't like my customers' cars leaving dirtier than they got here. That attention to detail keeps people coming back. So this car only had number 4, the highest fan speed. So I want to test it before it goes. Sure enough, all the fan speeds. Success. Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing this time with us. Look forward to putting a lot more content out there. Like and share if it helped you. See you next time.